What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of 69 Baja Outdoors. Today we're going to be going through some issues that I had with mud cricket. I did a 100-mile drive out to Cabela's to pick up a new bow, and when I got there, there was some rattling going on. Wasn't really sure what it was from. In the video, it looks like it's the pulley. The alternator pulley, but it's definitely not that. For some reason, every pulley I put on this thing, it wobbles, and you'll see that in the video. Well, we have made it the 100-mile drive to Cabela's. And she didn't overheat on the way, which is a huge plus. Well, I almost made it home. As soon as I get off the interstate, she starts backfiring a little bit. And I'm like, damn, something doesn't sound right. So I pulled off into the gas station, and this is what I saw. Well, at first you don't notice anything. But then if you look closely, I lost a couple of bolts off the exhaust. I was fixing to lose this whole side. So how the hell I didn't catch that sooner? Because, I don't know, maybe interstate speeds or whatever the case may be. But I didn't notice it until it started backfiring. I got my son coming to the rescue, and she never made it over 200 degrees, so I think we're golden. So other than this rattling noise, I couldn't find any other thing that would cause it, and I assumed it was coming from the fan. Now, I do have a welded and balanced fan, so I was quite puzzled at why that would be rattling, other than the nut possibly coming loose. Thank you, Eric, for that, by the way. So another issue I have are my shock towers, and I figured the engine has to come out in order for me to check this fan. Because it sits at a 10-degree, the fan shroud is so close to the firewall, I've got no room back there. There's enough room for this to fit, but that's about it. That firewall is close enough that I can't really get anything in there. So while the engine is out and the cage is off, there's something I've been wanting to tackle for a long time, and that is my rear shock towers. I will more than likely be fabricating a custom coffer bar or cafer bar. I'm not really sure how that's pronounced. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of fabrication involved with that. And that's because the tops of my shock towers, every time I hit a bump, are dropping and actually hitting the sides of the car. I was really hoping that that would not be an issue, but it apparently is an issue. I figured while the engine's out, now's the time. Without wasting much more time, let's get to it. Well, now that we've got her in the stable, I do have an exhaust issue that we're gonna take care of, but the engine's coming out, so we're gonna take care of that. We're gonna take care of some oil leaks that she's got. And that rattling noise, I'm pretty sure that the fan has either grenaded or possibly the nuts just come loose. So we'll see how much damage she's done in there. But what I was talking about earlier were these towers here. I'm gonna come across with a cafer bar to go all the way across to the other side to kind of stop these from the upward force causing them to go in. I don't know if that's gonna solve my issue or not, but I'm gonna go straight across, and then we're gonna come down and tie into the frame horns. So hopefully it'll stiffen this up a little bit. We'll see what happens. I mean, all I can do is try, you know, it's all trial and error. I don't know, shade tree engineering it is. Off. There's something else that I wanted to take care of while I have the engine out, and that is, if you look at the belt, you will see that the belt and the pulley are crooked. I did have, Hang on, let me show you. I did have this pulley on it. You'll notice this pulley is it sticks out a lot farther. And it lines it up a lot better, but I think this pulley is gone because my belt was like, it would have a serious tight spot and a serious loose spot. So the belt always looked like it was loose. So it's either this pulley is bad, or it could be a combination of both. That's something else I'm gonna have to take a look at while it's out. Maybe I'll order another one of these. I just put this one on here, but you see what I'm talking about, I hope. I mean, it's off by like a 1/4 inch. And the other thing is that this piece here on the engine block, or case rather, is so close to the belt. I mean, it doesn't touch, but it could potentially destroy the belt. So we're gonna take care of that too while we have everything out. And upon further inspection, it's definitely been rubbing on that. You can see all the black on that from the belt. It's funny, the belt seems like it's really loose right now, but if I turn the engine, it'll actually get really tight in the spot. I don't think it's the bottom pulley, the crank pulley. I guess it could be. We'll have to look at that when we have it out. So as luck would have it, we're finding all kinds of issues with Mud Cricket. One of those issues that we just noticed is that her oil thermostat is loose. I don't know if that's, could be a major issue. We won't know till we take it off of there, but right now we're fixing to pull the engine, and we're gonna go from there. Fucking Christ, you scared the shit out of me.
Why?
Because I'm waiting for the motor to fall on my head.
It's hopping. The pulley is hopping. It's going like this.
Yeah, see, I had a funny feeling that alternator was bad. You know, the belt wobble, it bounces up and down, which that would make sense. Because no matter which pulley I put on it, it doesn't matter.
So the alternator has a bent pulley?
I think the shaft's bent, well, my honest opinion.
Or pulley, yeah, shaft.
Something not right. So we were under the impression that the fan might be loose, but there's nothing loose on the fan that's making that rattling noise, which kind of scares me. But see if I can get a close up of this. See if it.
Looks pretty straight.
I know, it looks straight.
Right.
I don't know. That looks straight. I don't know why every pulley I put on there wobbles up and down. So just to clarify, we could not find anything wrong other than the bearing play. And the fact that it quit charging. But I don't know what was making that rattling noise. And part of me is starting to think that it was this rattling in the exhaust. You know, as soon as you crack the throttle on it, it would go away. And I just assumed it was in the fan. But something as dumb as that, I'm not feeling too bright at the moment. But, I mean, hey, that, you know, shit happens. We're going to get this up on the engine stand and basically disassemble it, clean it. You know, I've got a couple oil leaks where the valve covers. Maybe I'll make that a separate video. But so now that we've got the motor up on the stand, we can actually work on this. And that gives me room to start working on this. So one of the things that I wanted to do was to tie off these together somehow, some way, because I have too much force. Every time that, you know, shock goes up, they're pushing in. So they're allowing this to twist. And I figured if I got something heavy enough and welded it between the two, from one side to the other, and then come down off of there to the frame horn, kind of like a Kafer bar. Not necessarily solid. I have to have it removable, obviously. So we're going to have to come up with something. But I don't want Heim's joints in there. Just because I don't need it moving. So I'm not really sure how I'm going to do that yet. But we'll get to it. So this video is kind of taking a turn. I can't access any DLM pipe at the moment. Not for quite a few weeks. So I do have some square stock. I've got some 1 1/4 by 1 1/4, and I think it's 3/16 thick. So let me show you what I'm planning. All right, so what I have here, I mean, we've been through this before. My shocks keep smacking the top. They do the cage does move up and down a little bit. I do have some 3/16 angle, and I'm thinking if I put it underneath here, you really can't see it in the video. This is framed, by the way. My package shelf is actually framed in, and I've got center gussets, which there's one of them there. It's not real. Oh, there you go. That's a better look at it. It is framed. So this back corner here, right up under the firewall, has been framed in. I'm questioning if I should remove this here and actually tie that angle in with the frame. And then on top of that, go from the bottom side of this block here, come through, you know, obviously we'll cut this off, but come through here all the way to the other side. Get rid of this one as well and tie it in somewhere in here. Then on top of that, from here, or maybe right underneath, I don't know, depending on where I can mount it, but to come with another bar, just like a Kafer bar, to come down to this here. And it's kind of, you can't really see, but it would come from back in there out to this here, from in here to here, and then across, and then maybe even tying something in up to the torsion tube in the front. So let me know what your thoughts are on this. I'm kind of hesitant to do it. I don't want to spend all this time and effort to do it if I mean, I don't know if it's going to work, honestly. But I got to do something, and if I don't do anything, it's just going to continue to get worse. This side isn't so bad. It does rub up against here. I mean, obviously, I don't want to cut holes in the package tray and put shock hoops in or a rear cage. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I think I may do a live feed later tonight and kind of explain what I've got going on. And this way we can do Q&A in real time, so to speak. But yeah, I think that might actually be fun. I haven't gone live before. I thought about it a couple of times. I signed up for it, so you gotta wait, I forget what it was, 24 hours or something before you can go live. So maybe I'll do that. I'm not really sure yet, but there's a good possibility. So keep an eye out for that notification, man. And I'm kind of at a stalemate with my sub count. So yeah, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment, because I will answer every comment. At the very least, I'll at least like it. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas, and I'm wishing all of you a safe and happy New Year's. And I can't thank you all enough. I mean, seriously, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And until next time, we'll catch you all on the flip side.